All the Gospels agree it was the 9th hour when Jesus died, right? But wait, Mark said the 3rd hour. So why can't the Gospels agree on when Jesus died? Let's take a look.
It was 9 o'clock in the morning when they crucified him. A sign announced the charge against him. It read, King of the Jews. All right, this section. Now, notice that this statement is in the middle of a thought here. Then the soldiers nailed him to the cross, and they say hung a sign with the charges against him, okay? The NLT and a couple of the other different translations did not get this correct when they said 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, and let me show you why.
Mark 15:25.
So it was then the 3rd hour. That is what the actual manuscript says.
Mark 15:33.
So this part right here, at noon, darkness fell across the whole land till 3 o'clock. And having arrived the hour 6th, the 6th hour, darkness came over all the land until the 9th hour. And the 9th hour he cried out in a loud voice, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. All right? Why can't the Gospels agree? One says it was 9 in the morning, other says it was 3 in the afternoon. The Romans and the Jews, they tracked their days differently in those days in the 1st century. The book of Mark is believed to have been penned in Rome, and that Mark was writing to a Gentile audience. All right, so being that the ones that he was writing to were Romans, when he inserted it was the 3rd hour and they crucified him, and then he continues the thought, this is the same thing as if I go on here and I say, hey, y'all, I'm going to start my live stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, but you live on the West Coast. So if I'm talking to an audience on the West Coast, I'm going to say my live stream starts at 5:30 p.m. for you. In ancient Rome, and this is Google AI, in ancient Rome, a day typically began at midnight and ended at midnight, while in Jewish tradition, a day began at sunset and ended at sunset. This is how the days would have laid out. So over in Mark 15, when he adds that side note to his audience saying it was the 3rd hour, then what is the 3rd hour? Roman 3rd hour is 3 p.m., isn't it? But then you go down into 33, the 6th hour is darkness came over the land. We go back to our chart. The Jewish 6th hour is noon. That's when darkness came over the land. The 9th hour is 3 p.m.
So did Mark get it wrong? Nope. Man, don't let these people mess with you like that. There ain't nothing wrong with this book. You're welcome.